I want to focus on podcasting because that's where I had my success. It's the 7th year of me working as a podcast producer. We had an amazing success with CaseFile True Crime, over 500 million downloads, and we've also released several successful shows under CaseFile Presents umbrella. We are making a good living, doing what we love, and what's most important is that people still love it and want to listen to what we do. So far, so good, right? Things could have gone the other way very, very easily. To understand where we are now, we have to look at the beginning. So let's wind the clock a little bit. So in short, I was in a committed long-term relationship with a person who wanted the same things. So independence, freelancing, doing our own thing. 2, we saw potential with CaseFile and decided to focus on that. 3, we moved from an expensive city, London, to a cheap one, so we saved on rent. 4, we cut down all unnecessary spending. We stopped traveling, we stopped going out, we stopped having fun, and we stopped spending. That went on for about 2 years. 5, Paulina took a lot of freelance work to help us get through it. 6, we took out a bank loan, a risky move. 7, we had a tiny bit of saving as well. And 8, no kids, no mortgage, old car, no liabilities. And add to all of that, before I left my job at the movie studio, I made sure not to burn my bridges. So I asked them, look, if something happens, can I come in and freelance for you? We were using freelance as well for some work. And they said yes. I took them on that promise once or twice when I left. And also we knew that Paulina could find a job pretty easily as a graphic designer. She had really good skills. We had a massive lag with CaseFile. Only not 1% of podcasts or businesses have that. But we realized that it was something special from the very beginning, and we focused all our efforts on that. On the personal side, we took risks, but they were calculated risks. Even though that for a couple of years we've earned as an income significantly less than we did at our jobs, who weren't the greatest paid jobs in the world anyway, we designed the situation that we knew it couldn't break us. So we could sustain that period relatively okay. Still, the market could have turned against us. Or what if the pandemic happened then? Or some health emergency? Fortunately, a lot of things went right. Way more than they did go wrong. There were a lot of stresses though. No money stresses. I remember one time I had a tooth infection and it was quite expensive procedure to get it healed. Didn't have the money. And the other option was to remove it completely, and it was the cheap option. I remember walking out of that dentist and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to lose the teeth, but I didn't want to spend that much money for fixing it. In the end, we scraped some cash and I had it fixed, and I'm glad I did, because now I would have a bigger problem, no tooth. And it's just one situation. There are many stresses like that throughout that journey. Also, we were both immigrants. We moved to this country when we were young, when we were 18, not together, but it was the same age. And that shapes your character. It helps you to deal, in my view, with adversity and these challenges. But it could have gone the other way. Maybe CaseFile would, just falter and didn't happen. It'd be easy for me to sit here and preach and just say, yeah, you can do it, I've done it, you can do it as well. But I don't know you. I don't know your personal situation, like you don't know mine. Well, you know a bit, but you didn't know. Be wary. That's my point. Be wary of people telling you what to do or what not to do and trying to sell you the dream. They don't know you. They don't know what you've been going through, your personal situation. Choose what's good for you. Choose the path that is a little bit risky maybe, but also safe and comfortable. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to ask anybody's permission to do anything, hopefully. But remember that on the internet, you usually hear the success stories. We very, very rarely hear about the failures. And just before we finish, I want to add another anecdote. We also have a small family-run online business, online shop. At this stage, when I'm recording it now, Paulina is acting as the director of it. She has no salary. She draws no salary. As we are growing, we are paying very little salaries to us, to others, and we put everything back in that business. It's risky again because you are not making money, you're putting money in, not knowing if it's gonna go well or not. Because we design our lives and circumstances in such a way that we can take this risk, it means that if that business doesn't go too well and we have to close it down or something happens, we are not broke and we're not gonna end up on the street. But if it goes well, the upside is unlimited. I don't know much, I don't spend much, I have what I need at the minute. That approach allows me to take these risks with a business, with some venture, with this YouTube channel. I'm spending time and money to run this thing, and it's like 20 people is watching it. But it allows me to do that because of the way I designed everything around me. Let's now jump back to the very beginning of this video. Should you quit your job and then pursue your dream podcasting or some other creative business? It's up to you, I guess. Is it worth it when it works? 100%. I don't know what would have happened that I would have to go to a normal job. I'm not saying I wouldn't go, but I would have to be under a heavy pressure to do so. Every day I wake up thinking to myself, wow, you know, I get to do this. I get to do this thing. The other thing is that I always sort of go back to and remember, I think it was Seth Godin, and he wrote something like, it's so much better to work on a successful business rather than try to make your passion into a business. And to paraphrase that, and how I take it, how I think about it, is it's so much easier to be passionate about successful business rather than a failed one.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the next one, and we'll see you soon.